Hello, sports fan. This is Steven here with Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the number 1 Georgia Bulldogs taking on the number 14 Clemson Tigers in the college football opener. Before I get right into this, I want to make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. This game is coming to you live August 31st, 12 noon from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. I know a lot of people are talking about this as basically a home game for Georgia. Athens is some hour and a half away. And you're looking at a Georgia Bulldogs team that was hungry, that was deprived of an opportunity to play in the college football playoff, if you will. And you got to keep in mind they had an argument to possibly say, hey, we belong there. Again, they're facing off with Clemson, Kirby Smart versus Dabo Swinney. Dabo Swinney is looking to get back into the good graces with the Clemson faithful after having several conversations about NIL. After having several seasons and struggled. We haven't seen Dabo Swinney have the same type of success since he's had Deshaun Watson. Yes, he's had Trevor Lawrence and had some success there, but they never reached the pinnacle while they were there. Even with Eatoney there, they had some small success, but they did not have the success like they had against the University of Alabama since Deshaun Watson has left. And there's been a lot of criticism. There's been a lot of hot takes. There's been a lot of talk that Dabo Swinney cannot get it done without another Deshaun Watson. You look at this Georgia Bulldogs team, one of the best coached teams, and you got to think about this. Their resume speaks for itself. The way that they're winning, the way that they're, even when they lose, they had one of the top 11 offenses last year, over 300 yards per game passing. And then you got to look, they were top 25 in rushing with 191 yards per game. The defense was stingy, had one of the stingiest defenses coming in 9th of all season. They're coming in from the AP poll and also the coaches poll ranked the number 1. You got to think they have one of the best Heisman front runners right now with Beck at quarterback position, and they have talent all over the place. It doesn't matter if it's offensive line. They possibly have the best offensive line in the country, returning so much size, so much girth, so much weight on that offensive line that they're going to run the ball at Clemson. They're going to show a lot of those seniors and juniors that came back for Clemson, you're going to have to pack your lunch in that Georgia Mercedes-Benz Dome. I know that some of the key players that have left, and you're talking about Brock Bowers, you're talking about McConkey, you're talking about some of the cornerstones that we've seen in Georgia the last 2-3 years. Those guys are gone, but you have new kids in. So at this point in time, I think Georgia is going to demonstrate their physicality. They're going to show the ACC exactly what's going on, and they're going to beat Clemson soundly. I think the game is going to be close early. After the second quarter, it's all hell breaking loose. I think that Georgia is going to expand that playbook. They're going to get into their playbook, and they're going to do Clemson a dirty one, and I think that it's going to be a big blowout on the first week of college football. With that being said, I'm picking the Georgia Bulldogs and Kirby Smart to outplay Clemson in a week 1 matchup. I don't think it's going to be close. Don't think it's going to be a tie game or close game late. I think Kirby and company are on a mission. They were disrespected last year towards the finals. And you got to keep in mind, they want to demonstrate, hey, we held the number 1 seed all the way through. We played all the way through. We had injuries all the way through. And we lost 1 game. And now y'all write us off. They want that same pain to be felt by Clemson. They want everybody in their destruction path to feel what the University of Georgia Bulldogs are made of. And with Texas on the rise and with Oklahoma on the rise in the SEC, you're seeing that they're going to go ahead and start with the ACC, trim them down, and then they're going to keep that list on going. So I'm picking the Georgia Bulldogs and Kirby Smart to win in convincing fashion. I don't think Clemson has the firepower to keep up offensively and sure doesn't have it defensively. So all you Clemson Tigers, all you Georgia Bulldogs, get in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus, and we'll see you on the very next episode.